Ever felt like your mind spins out of control when pressure hits? What if I told you there are science-backed psychological tricks to help you stay calm, even in the toughest situations? When life turns up the heat and pressure starts to build, your mind can start racing, your heart may pound, and suddenly you can feel as though you've lost control. But imagine if you could remain clear-minded, composed, and focused, no matter how chaotic life becomes. Science shows that anyone can develop these skills. Here are 10 psychological tricks, grounded in research, that mentally strong people use to stay calm under pressure. First, take control of your breathing. When you're stressed, your breath becomes shallow and rapid, which actually signals your brain to stay in fight or flight mode. But slow, deep breathing does the opposite. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural relaxation response. Try inhaling slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, holding for 4, and exhaling slowly through your mouth for another 4. This simple box breathing technique can quickly calm your nerves, sharpen your focus, and even lower your blood pressure. Second, label what you're feeling. Neuroscientists have found that putting your emotions into words, like saying, "I'm feeling anxious right now," helps your brain process and regulate those feelings. This doesn't mean dwelling on negativity. Instead, it's about acknowledging the emotion for what it is. Once it's out in the open, your mind can move from panic to problem solving. Third, reframe your thoughts. Stressful moments often trigger catastrophic thinking, making problems seem bigger than they are. Cognitive behavioral therapists teach people to challenge these thoughts. If you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never get through this," reframe it to, "This is tough, but I've handled things like this before." The simple act of rephrasing can interrupt the stress spiral and restore the perspective. Fourth, use visualization. Elite athletes often use visualization techniques before high-stress events, not just to imagine success, but to mentally rehearse how they'll handle setbacks. Before your next big challenge, close your eyes and picture yourself responding with calm, steady confidence, whatever happens. This mental rehearsal prepares your brain for real-world resilience. Fifth, ground yourself with your senses. When anxiety strikes, your attention narrows and your thoughts race. Grounding is a mindfulness technique where you deliberately focus on sensory details around you. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. This brings you back to the present and sends calming signals to your brain. Sixth, practice self-compassion. When things go wrong, your inner critic might get loud. But studies show that people who treat themselves kindly during stressful moments are more resilient and recover faster. Try talking to yourself as you would to a friend, with understanding, encouragement, and patience. Seventh, anchor yourself with routine. Routines provide structure and predictability, especially in unpredictable times. Even something as simple as making tea, going for a short walk, or organizing your workspace can serve as a calming ritual, signaling to your brain that you're in control. Eighth, break down the challenge. When pressure mounts, big problems can feel overwhelming. Mentally strong people split challenges into small, manageable steps. Focus on the next actionable thing you can do rather than the entire mountain ahead. Ninth, tap into your support network. Sharing your worries with a trusted friend or colleague doesn't make you weaker. It activates your social brain and regulates stress hormones. Just hearing another person say, "I get it," can do wonders for your composure. And finally, embrace the power of a pause. Before reacting, take a moment to pause. It could be a deep breath, a 10-second wait, or a sip of water. This micro-habit creates space for wiser, calmer responses in any high-pressure situation. Try these psychological tricks consistently for a few days, and I guarantee you'll start noticing a shift. Your mind will feel calmer, your reactions more controlled, and your stress levels way down. You deserve peace, even in pressure. Just start small, stay consistent, and watch your inner calm grow. If any of these tricks helped you feel even a little more in control, hit that like button. Share this with someone who's constantly under pressure. And remember to subscribe for more practical psychology videos every day.